Okay, Lloyd Kaufman is a madman in some ways. Some things I agree with, some things I don't. But honestly, as far as movie making, he has so much information out there how to do stuff very low budget, right? And he just does sensational stories. That's all it is, over the top, with some humor, usually some horror element, and then some kind of political or social commentary sprinkled in it. That's his self described formula, pretty much. So, if people like him have been making movies for, I don't know if it's been 30, 40 years, 50, however long, it's been a long time, right? I don't think it's been 50. But, what's stopping you? He was doing it when it was harder to do this shit. When CG wasn't a thing. Back when you had to have film for the cameras. Where you couldn't do it on VHS even, right? So, with all that, he can do all that, but you can't just turn your phone sideways. And I'm not calling anyone out because I stopped myself from doing this shit for a long time too. Now I made 4. I'm working on a 5th and 6th, kinda. So you can make whatever you want to make. You can do it your way. And the story doesn't have to even be to your liking at the end of it. It doesn't, because you're always going to see things that you could do better. You're too close to the thing always once you start making it. So the thing is, everyone thinks that their shit's the worst. Well, you make it for selfish reasons, and if you put it out, you do that for others, as weird as it sounds. That's what I've learned, right? Because once you put the shit out, it's still yours, but it's also whatever it is to them, right? So what you thought of it is kind of irrelevant compared to if it changes somebody else. You know what I say? You know what I'm saying? So, tripped over my speaking a little bit there, but you can make whatever you want to make, and there's always a way to get it out there if you want to get it out there. If you don't want to get it out there, then don't even worry about it and just do it anyway. But really, just do it your way, because if you do it your way, you're going to make some kind of impact. Good, bad, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Lloyd Kaufman did it. A lot of people hate his movies. I think some of his are okay. I think the stuff that he actually put out by others is better than the stuff that he's made. But people still love the stuff that he's made to this day. Toxic Avenger and all that shit. So you can do whatever you want. You don't need to have permits and a budget and all that shit that Lloyd has. Okay? Especially nowadays. How many people are filming on YouTube just walking down the street, putting it up, making money off it, okay? Without blurring anyone's faces and shit, with it being documentaries and all that. I don't know if they're stopping and asking everybody, is it okay if we use your likeness? Chances are no. Okay? And in some of these instances, absolutely not. So, you can make stuff just guerrilla style. Just go out there, shoot, and leave. Use it for whatever you want to use it for. That is an option. You don't need to pay all these places and everything else. People think you need to, and I'm not saying break laws. I'm just saying there's a way to get done what you want to get done if you want to get it done, and you can do it in whatever style you want, telling whatever kind of story you want. It's been proven, and there's an audience out there for absolutely everything. And if you're doing something or want to do something that isn't currently being done, maybe it's an old school thing, maybe it's something a little bit different, go for it, because it's going to stick out in a good way. To some people in a bad way, but also in a good way. Because it's not like the rest of the shit out, so it is going to catch some attention if that's what you're trying to do. It's not that hard unless you have a lot of effects in it. Just do what you want to do.